Hey guys, it's Kou here, and today we're going to be playing Assassin's Creed 3 on the Wii Switch. Now, I have this camera here. I have this camera here to record the screen over here, and I have my notes over here just so if ever I ever forget anything, I could just look back up and at the screen as well. Before I get into the game, I want to talk about some like things from the article that we read in the class. Like for example, the marketing strategy. Uh, I think I think this is basically appeal for male players because uh, it's basically an action and shooting game, which basically appealed to males around the 90s at the time, and is pretty much a popular genre amongst men. Now let's get into the game. Now, one of the elements I like about this game are like the different enemies. Hold on, let's see if I could go find some. Here's one of them. Now, the different enemies, I think the developers added it into the game is just so that the difficulty level of fighting could be very different. For example, these foot soldiers could be easily killed in combat. Now, any unit could be easily killed by assassinating, for example, like this, and I could easily get away from them. Let's go hide. Now, whenever I'm playing this game, I feel very adventurous, as if I'm the actual assassin playing the game. And plus, with the addition of like exploration, which is what basically what the textbook mentions, and basically what exploration is basically free to explore the entire game space. For example, this is New York. I could explore the entire map of New York here, or New York City to be exact, not the whole state. Now, back to the enemies I was talking about. Let's see if I could find a pack of enemies. Now, each enemy has their own class, which I very much like. For example, these guys here. Now, I don't remember what these guys are called, but these guys are far more skilled than your average foot soldier. So I can't just simply button mash and hope that I beat them. Otherwise, I'm pretty much going to desynchronize. For example, let's just assassinate him for fun. Okay, now let's fight. For example, let me demonstrate. Oh, see, there you go. Now, I think one way that this could be achieved is basically giving each enemy a certain amount of health, because basically each enemy has about the same amount of health, unless you have like a brute or a captain. Oh, I'm getting distracted. Cinematic, nice. It's just yeah, you can basically kill any enemy just by shooting them. Now, if they added a health system, that would probably make the game a little more different. So you'll have to like lower their health before you can even finish them off. I'm low on ammo, so I'm gonna just loot them for a bit. All right, there we go. Let's reload. Let's pay him off. All right. Now, one element I also like about this game is that well, technically I can kill a civilian, but the game will discourage me from doing that by threatening to desynchronize me. For example, let's see. Let's get away from the guards first. Here we go. Like, I could scare her away or scare one of those guys over here. Let's see if I could get closer. There we go. That guy over there is already scared. Now, I think the developers added this element to the game is just so that, well, I'm pretty sure y'all heard of the Columbine shooting where two kids went into their high school and started shooting their students. And the developers, I think they pretty much added it so that the players don't just bring this into the real world where they think like they're an actual assassin and just start shooting people. So that's pretty much a way to deter kids from like doing actual violence to their fellow neighbors. Now I could shoot them, but I'm not gonna do that because of YouTube. That's just a demonstration here. Now let's see. Oh, it's George Washington. Nice. Now let's talk about some off screen space. Let's see if I can find a shop. Let's see, where is it? Over this way. Skip these guys. Where is it? I think I missed it. Anyways, let's go find a different one. I don't know where it went. Oh, that's a cart. Never mind. Anyways, okay, let's go to this shop here. Fast travel. Now, the general store, I would say, is a good example of an off screen space. In which basically off screen space is basically, you know, things are happening inside the space, but you can't really see it on screen. For example, if I were to try to look through this window, I know the shopkeeper's in there, but I can't see him operating it until I actually go into the space. As you can see, there's a black screen behind the door, and now I can see what's going on inside the shop. But now that also means the outside of the shop becomes the off-screen space. Now, I think the developers added this element into the game is just so that they could easily render the map much easier. Now, another way that you could probably achieve this kind of off-screen space is basically like a GTA gun shop where you could pretty much go through the door without needing to go through a cutscene like this. And by doing that, you could pretty much see what's going on inside as well as exiting, going outside. And yeah, that's pretty much about this game.